So today, as we celebrate this feast in honor of Saint Monica, as I mentioned, it's by her tears that her son would be converted to the faith. Her tears, her prayers. Of course, Saint Ambrose was also instrumental in bringing Augustine to the faith. We have to remember, Augustine wasn't a bad kid. I kind of compare the times of Augustine with our own times, in the sense that, he was investigating. His mother was, from the beginning, from her birth, a cradle Catholic, a cradle Christian. Her parents had been Christian. But she married a publican, a Roman pagan. This man had nothing really to do with Christianity, nor his mother. But Monica, not only by her tears, but by her determination, her love for her husband and even her mother-in-law. She converted them both before death to be able to become Christians. But now she had to work on her son. Augustine, as I said, was a good man, a learned man. But, he was investigating, and he did investigate all the different religions, trying to find what the true religion would be. And eventually it would come to him that it was through Christ Jesus that we draw our salvation. So eventually, he would be brought to the faith. But in the meantime, we know Augustine's, if you've ever read the Confessions, St. Augustine's Confessions, he went from, Lord, make me chaste, but not yet. I kind of like that phrase, especially for a young man. Lord, make me chaste, but not yet. To a time when he would be able to say, my heart is restless until it rests in you. That was his journey, if you will, journey of faith. And it came by way of the tears and prayers of his dear mother, Monica. She would live to see him be converted and to be baptized into the faith before she herself, God would call her home. Probably tender age, like 56. She was pretty young. Of course, at that day and age, that was an average age for a person. But she lived to see her husband brought to the faith. Her son brought to the faith, St. Augustine. And he would then, in spite of the fact that some people say, well, how could this be? He had a concubine, he had a son, but he left those behind, cared for them in the sense of she was never in want, or her son, or his son, but rather he became a priest and then a bishop, the Bishop of Hippo. It's in northern Africa, and become a doctor of the church. It's one of those fathers of the church that we remember. And so today, especially to you parents, mothers and fathers who pray for your children, and maybe you see them going the wrong way and you don't know if they'll ever come back. Remember Monica. Continue to pray for them. Don't give up. Don't give up on them, but especially don't give up on God and his grace for each of them and all of us.